8 days. Episode 6. We're almost there, gamers. Obviously, today we're building bruh, explodes. Obviously, today we're building slowing down once again. Bruh. Yesterday we built this, which I still like, you know. Pretty happy with this part in general, but today I'm building the first part of the drop, or at least like the first half of it. Which means that once again, unfortunately, episode 7 will probably be very, very long. Tomorrow's episode will be finishing the entire level, which, oh my freaking lord, I have a lot to do. But you know, that's okay. That's okay. We got Sprite Cranberry. That's right. I woke up to 2 bonus Sprite Cranberries existing within my house, so I was hyped. Similarly to last year's Build 8 Days, this might be a more montage-heavy episode. It'll still be very long, but, the fact of the matter is I have to get done what I didn't get done yesterday. Including, not including the stuff that I would have had to get done today regardless, so, it's gonna be quite the trudge. That's for sure, but I'm confident I'll be able to pull through. I'll stop with this robot part. How about that? It's not too bad. I mean, first things first, I'm just going to alpha off this star background because you can see it a lot in the drop. I guess I have to begin with the background. I have no idea what I'm going to do for backgrounds in this part. Just genuinely no clue. Which is too bad because I wish I had a clue. It would be kind of sick if I had a clue, you know? Like, it would be kind of cool if that could take place. Please. Please, I'm desperate. I guess I could start with block design, even though normally I don't like doing that. It might help. I mean, if I was stupid, I would just reuse this, because this block design looks really sick from last episode, but you know, we can't, unfortunately, as much as I wish I could. I'll put it this way, the whole drop won't have the exact same block design. I don't know how frequently I'll change the block design and respective designs, but they will be changed relatively frequently. Yeah, like I was saying, a lot of this episode is just going to be down to, or come down to, like, just hustling out designs, because, like, irregardless of all of the, like, brainstorming and creativity that I have to put onto the level in this episode, I also just have to physically do a lot of stuff, so that's where a lot of the montages will come in. Not necessarily when I'm designing stuff, but all the other stuff that I do, you know, the manual labor of making a Geometry Dash level. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to listen to this song and envision. That's right, I'm going to go to the spectral realm and try to figure out what I have to do for this part. I'm just going to envision it. I'll be right back. I mean, I'll be here, but you know what I mean. Alright, so it sort of worked, but not like at all. So that was useless. The one thing that I actually almost forgot that I wanted to do for this part was I was gonna make it sort of rainbow, but like not rainbow in like my traditional sense where it's like all the blocks are on one similar color loop of just rainbow, but it's more gonna be like a multicolored kind of rainbow. So it's like each individual block is like 1 or 2 colors, but all of the blocks together make a rainbow. Something like that. Alright, so one thing that I know I want in this part, pulsing blocks. However, other than that one extremely vague concept, I lost! I do want to make the blocks pulse downwards, so they're going to be like dark and then pulse bright. I know it's kind of vague, but you'll see in a second. So what I did is I put this on the 20 color loop, or actually I put it on a color that's just the 20 color loop but darker. And then I made it pulse to the 20 color group. And if I were to like alternate the hues, I think this might look kind of good, because look at this. Something like that, you know? Maybe with like a 0.6 fade time to make it a little more intensive, like that. Let me experiment with this a little bit. I could actually do a lot of stuff with this simple thing. Like I could make pulsing objects pulse like that, because I did something in my BYCY where there's a loop of 4 blocks that pulse back and forth, which is actually kind of like what I did in this part. Regardless of that, let's keep going. Gosh dang it. Why isn't there a deselect hotkey? Do you know how much that would change my life for the better if there's a freaking deselect hotkey? Okay, it's a little slow, But that's fine, because I can make it a lot better by just... Like I said at the very beginning of the series, I want this level to be very dynamic. So I'll continue that philosophy with the drop. Because it's the most exciting part of the song, so I can just kind of go all out. Pretty hyped. I'm just going to make this go to the beat, because there's not anything in the song that really syncs with a swoosh pulse, so... How do I do something from this? That's my question, though. That's my dilemma. It's not actually a dilemma, you know what I mean. And it's 2 behind. Would this look good? Frick no, I forgot I wasn't on the right color channel. I mean, it looks okay. Like, it doesn't look amazing. Yeah, no, I absolutely just spied. Hello? I'm morbidly confused. That is so strange. Anyway, I'm not vibing with this block design at all, which sucks because I just spent like 20 minutes on it. Not 20 minutes, but you know what I mean. I spent an amount of time that wasn't 0 on this block design that I'm not going to end up using. But I do think I could still use these pulsing triggers for something. That actually does look kind of cool as a gradient because it kind of like shifts back and forth. But what do I do from there? I could certainly use what I just made, this tiny little thing, as like something. I mean, it actually does look kind of cool. You know what, since I don't have any ideas for block design right now, what I could distract myself with is making a quick toggle loop for these stars, which I could do easily. Yeah, it looks kind of cool actually. Simple enough. Because I think what's really taken me off of actually making progress on building this is just the fact that I spent time, like, you know, sunk cost falaki of spending time on this pulsing thing when I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it, which is too bad still, but what if I could still utilize it for something? I just, you know, I could find something. I could do like pulsing objects on the top of these objects. Might look kind of cool. I mean, you know, MIBYCY all the way, but I could do a simple pulsing checkerboard design almost. Maybe not have blocks this big, but the concept still stands where I make like this pulse, 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 and I only need 4 triggers to do it. My idea is to make like the insides of the blocks pulse super slightly just to add some kind of swaggy details on it. You never know. Might work. That, I mean, it doesn't look bad. I'm going to tweak some values. Honestly, that looks kind of neat for the inside of a block design. That does look neat. And with like glow on the tops and fronts and everything, and the stars, it might start coming together, this block design. I also have to remember to keep this part, or these blocks, hue ambiguous, so I can change them down the line. So, I mean, these days it's all about pulsing, right? That's what I hear. I mean, I just don't know. You know, like, I just don't know. You'd almost think that I'd be able to come up with something energetic after coming up with something energetic for, like, you know, a million years a couple seconds ago. Tell you what, I'm gonna make this sweep. So on every other pulse, it, like, goes back. And I think this might add the missing intensity. Because, I mean, it does feel like it's missing a lot of intensity. It's really not that intense, actually. It's kind of chill. This would work great in the chill part, which is what's bugging me. What I have to do is I have to just look past my blatant inability to make something good. So I just need to keep going. You know, I just need to keep that hustle going. So I just made this, and it actually does look kind of good. Still kind of running with the idea of just making them across the top, as well as some glow, because it definitely is in need of glow, that's for sure. Glow is a really, really, really good way to make anything look slightly more intense. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. It does look pretty good. I feel like if I manage to execute this right, I'll be happy. For once in my life. I guess it's as simple as just moving this around this block and seeing if I like it. Since it's all on the same... Nice. So yeah, it's gonna be as easy as just selecting an entire block and changing the hue. 5. Actually, how good does this look behind a block? Holy frick, that looks awesome behind a block! That looks so sick behind the blocks! What the heck? Does it look better above or below the blocks? Because if it looks better above, I am down to clown with them being above or below. What the frick? Honestly, I think it looks better. To be fair, it looks good both, but I really like it below the blocks. I think it looks freaking sick below the blocks. I guess now it's just a matter of putting it on the blocks, I guess. Gosh dang. I do... Okay, the only issue is that I do actually like both. I guess it's just a matter of doing this, copy and pasting. So, first montage of the montage video after after literally 45 minutes of brainstorming. Montage of filling in the block and stuff. Go. Alright, so I finished one block in 10 minutes. However, that was mostly just because it was an extremely tedious process getting all of those to pulse together. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of 10, which I believe it's 10, there's a lot there. Instead of 10, I'm just gonna loop 5 around the edges, and yeah. Other than that, I also had the idea for, since there's so many slopes in this part, like just in general, I'm going to make all of these rainbow just to kind of complement the multicolored aspect of these blocks that will eventually exist. And yeah, it should start hopefully going together pretty well. The star loops that I made, those can just be air deco, and then I'm also going to utilize the boulder loop, since I actually made the boulder color loop of yellow to purple, which I believe is 16, for the drop, and I'm still not using it, so I'm going to just use this as like orb deco and stuff. Should look pretty cool, hopefully. If I manage to pull this off, it'll look good. So, for right now, back to the montage, I guess. Alright, for the moment of truth, if I did this right... Okay, hold on. If I did this right, I should be able to select all of this, and yes, it's as easy as just shifting the hue. Oh, that looks really good too. That looks really cool with air decoration and background and stars and pulses and all of that. This is gonna come out to be an absolute bubba boosting banger, in my opinion. And obviously there will be variants in design throughout the whole drop. Even though the drop is really short, I could actually probably get away with just doing this block design throughout the whole thing. Speaking of variants in design, let's do the first one right now. In montage, of course, it will be literal hellfire for me to edit, upwards of 5 hours of content into not a montage, and I actually think it would be just plain boring for the viewer as well. That's right, I'm gonna use these blocks because they are absolutely broken. What can I say? I'm a gamer. I'm gonna make an outline of these blocks and probably fill them with a design somewhat similar to this. But that'll be decided during the montage. But you'll see it in a second. So, back to the montage. I am such a moron. I just spent so much time thinking about how I would incorporate colors into this part. I forgot I was gonna make it rainbow. I'm such a moron. What the heck? I'm so stupid. Alright, I'm just gonna real quick make a separate pulsing loop, or I guess this is sort of a pulsing loop, honestly, for rainbow. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just one of those things that is not necessarily difficult per se, but it's just gonna take a lot of time. And I'm gonna put the stuff that I make here into the slopes, so back to montage. Alright, so what I've just done, rather tediously, I made the new rainbow thing, and then I made this thing, and I made glow, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the hue going down, but of course, glow is a nightmare to select, so it's just going to be kind of boring of me making a glowy rainbow pillar, but it should look cool in the end, and that's really all that matters, so Montage return. Oh my lord, after what felt like an eternity, but was probably only like 5 minutes long, I finished this, which, I mean, it's rainbow, it pulses, it's what you would expect with rainbow. I mean, what can I say? It's flipping rainbow, it pulses, you know? And we're swagging, and I'm just gonna go put these in blocks. I don't even think this will work with all of the blocks, actually, the more that I think about it. Nope, I'm just coming to terms with the reality that I just spent like a trillion years on a block that's only going to work in one place, and it's here. It doesn't even look good, so it doesn't matter. So, sick. Man, it doesn't matter too much though, because like I still know basically what I want to do with this block. It's just, you know, I just wasted so much time working on this block, and it sucks a little bit. I'm just gonna make some more blocks with this block design real quick. Maybe bring me out of the flippin' the sadness that I now feel, knowing that I just wasted like 20 minutes on that. Oh, good cost Falaki for you, but otherwise, back to the montage. These are looking pretty good, despite, you know, pain and suffering we had to experience to get here. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing is that it just takes a freaking trillion years to make this gosh dang outline. Holy moly. I mean, oh, wow, it's just, oof. It's a little intense. So, and at the end, it should actually look pretty cool as soon as I get, I mean, these structures look whack as heck. I'm gonna change them, but for right now, as much as I don't want to do another montage, I'm just gonna do a montage of really just filling all of the outlines in on all of these blocks. It's gonna take a long time. So yeah, montage, go. Real quick, in the midst of outline hell, I'm just gonna make a pink yellow color group. I was gonna make a version of this star that is that. Real quick, just aside, just letting you guys know, because this is gonna be the air deco for a lot of the part. Back to the montage. Wow, I cannot believe I actually just, it didn't take as long as I thought it would, because I ended up finding a much faster method, which I was kind of banking on that taking place, so I wouldn't have to spend a million years on it. But this is what like they look like in motion. I think it looks really, really cool, honestly. So I guess the next step is to change the hues on them, which shouldn't take more than a couple seconds. I won't even montage it just because it's relatively simple, but yeah, pretty gosh dang exciting. In general, I'm pretty happy with this just because I think it came out really, really nice. Or not really nice, but like, it's unique and it's energetic, which is really all that I care about. Like, it doesn't look incredible, but also it's not like all the other designs in level, and it has energy. Because the biggest problem with it previously was just that it had like no energy. And I finally, I think, managed to capture that energy in a part, or at least the block design so far. Let's see how this looks with some color variation. Not bad. I guess next up is air deco, additional decoration, and doing the slope structures. Pretty flippin' crazy that I'm this close to being done with this part. Oh, maybe I say this close as if that is close, but it's really not that close. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm getting closer though, and that's all that matters. Oh man, I forgot about a background too. That's gonna be something. Yeah, background for gore, XD. What I have in mind is I'm just gonna do some sort of effect. I don't know what kind of effect or what the effect's gonna look like or yada yada, but I think like my first initial beta testing plan is that it is going to be some sort of effect. Oh, I forgot blending pulses were a thing. I don't even think I used blending pulses at all in the previous part, and it still ended up looking good. So yeah, definitely blending pulses are going to be exciting in this part. All right, let's finally make this stupid gosh dang flippin' slope design. How about that? Obviously I'm not going to stick with this because this is absolutely crusty looking. I'm probably going to go with this, the 16 color loop, which if you don't know is the fast yellow purple color loop. Ooh, actually, you know what I could do? I could make the outline of the structure this color and glowing, and the inside, the base, like the slower blue purple one. That might look good. Yeah, a little bit intense, although it does look kind of cool. That is not bad. Structure's looking like absolute heat. And we haven't even alpha 0 yet. I guess for the time being, this is good. I mean, I like it. Right? Like, I think it looks good. Let me see if it fits in with the part. I think it would. So nice. It's actually, since the outline consists of exclusively 2 kinds of blocks, it shouldn't be too difficult all in itself. You know, I actually kind of like it. And once again, if I decide that I like the ground spikes white, literally, it's one select filter option away from being a reality. So I'm not concerned if if I end up choosing that choice. So yeah, time to fill in some more structures. Whew, sitting in a little bit on how hard this is about to be, because I have to redo the entire structuring for this, and make it just one solid outline. But I got Sprite Cranberry with me, which means everything's going to be okay. So what do I really have to worry about? It's kind of weird that it's so complex to make something look so simple. I mean, I guess it doesn't look that simple, but I mean, it's not the most complex thing I've ever seen. It looks pretty simple. Alright, that wasn't that bad. Fixing this structure, not bad at all. And it looks pretty good, so at the end of the day, I'm pretty happy with it. Just gonna be a matter of something, there will be matters. I'm glowing up. Oh, this structure is the same. Nice. That's one less structure I have to do. I am very happy. I am a-okay with being as lazy as possible in regards to making this look good. Where the frick is the glow? Hello, glow department. Found it. Yeah, I just reached out to the glow department. You're gonna have to wait a couple days. Thinking about, yeah, this is the George Washington ground spike. And there we go. Another structure down. You'll love to see it. Looking good so far, it's looking good so far. Hopefully with the background, it'll also look extremely better. Yeah, I have high hopes for this part, actually. It's definitely flashy. I think background, air deco, and the likes will definitely help fill up space. Let me see what this looks like in save and play mode. I do kind of like it. So, all I'm going to try and do is, like, for example, on the blocks in this area right here, I'm going to make the pulsing objects go on top of the blocks and see if it looks good. I don't know if it will. I mean, this looks kind of cool. You know what it does? I actually like it better. Like, before I did that, it looked like a freaking children's cartoon. I don't know how to describe it. Now it looks more like a Star Party. Not by Dominus and Marwek, but on that kind of funkylicious note, I have to go eat dinner. So, I'll be right back. And after the break, I'll add, like, air deco, background, arrows, polish it up a little bit. Anyway, I will be right back. Yo, what up? I'm back from dinner. It was good. I ate French fries. And I'm ready to take on the rest of what I've designated to build in this video. I say I'm ready, but I'm really not. I'm so tired. Actually, no. Real quick, I'm just going to make all of the blocks on T3. Just so I can get out of the way real quick. Also, there are some kids screaming outside my house right now. So, sorry if that picks up on the video. Yeah, you know what? I like the glow being still on T1, so it's behind it. I didn't think I would, but you know what? I think it looks kind of good, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, because look at this. I think this still looks really solid. So all these need to be on T2. They're all on T2? What the frick is wrong with this block then? There we go. I don't know why that was so egregious to take place, but whatever. I think it looks kind of cool. Kind of has a dream-like quality to it. Tell you what, let's do background. I'm thinking we do some sort of effect. We could have something like this, where it's like two of these. It would make an effect where like it swooshes down, which I think might look cool. Okay, I don't know where this just came from in my mind, but in the background, parallax corner piece stars that like pulse in waves. So like it would be layered from like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it pulses like that. Especially if this makes a vortex down effect, that would look really sick. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. Because that sounds awesome. So we have kind of like a crosshatch pattern going on. So I'm gonna tweak some things. I'm gonna make the background fairly subtle. So like that, right? So it's basically just like a pattern essentially in the background. So the rainbow thing should still look pretty smooth. Already, I mean, off the bat, it's super like rough, and it's gonna take a while to polish this effect up. Definitely gonna have switch directions because it's not much. It just kind of looks like it's moving down, which I guess gives the feeling of rising. But yeah, I'll definitely have it like switch directions halfway through or something. Or you know what I could do? Actually, you know what I could do? It might just make it redeem it a little bit. Like I'm talking such a little bit that it's basically not gonna redeem it at all. But it might be enough to make it sorta like enough where I can say, you know what, that's kind of cool. Not like that's amazing, but like, you know, I could be like, that's kind of neat. What if it moved backwards, like just like for a second? This would be 430. It's gonna be like a quick burst of moving the other direction. I don't know if it's gonna work. I might have to tweak some parameters, but it might look cool. I'm tripping so hard right now because it is so difficult to see the background in most aspects. Also, I think one thing that will very, very quickly pull this part together a little bit is blending overlays. That I think that's one necessary part of most levels that is considerably lacking in this one. Again, it's the point of it's kind of to be basic, so that's fine. Yeah, that actually looks kind of cool. All it really does just look like it's moving up and down. So I don't know if it really works that well. I go for the classic split halfway, but I don't know if that would look very good. Knowing the effect, it looks kind of cool, but like if you don't know the effect and you just think it's moving, that's kind of lackluster, right? As you can see, a lot of the work of selecting one side is done for me. Nice. So now I just have to carefully select all the cross hatches and put them on layer 23. 6, 8. So this is the halfway point, which means that all I have to do is flip this way, and then go to the next layer and do the exact same thing and flip it the other way. Let's see how this works now. Hopefully better. You know, hopefully it works good this time. Oh yeah, it does. It just the center's a little off of where the screen actually sits. Definite lack of blending screen pulses, which I plan to change right now. What if it was full opacity? Oh my lord, that is intense, but it looks kind of cool. Let me see what that looks like in gameplay. Yeah, definitely. I think blending screen will help this part a lot. And honestly, that initial pulse looks really cool, so I'm just gonna keep it. Also, I'm gonna add a gradient on the side of the screen. I think I might look pretty alright. Not amazing, but you know, alright. It'll look alright, I think. You know what I could do? I could make this pulse with the blending screen. So like whenever this pulsed and whatever, because I'm not just gonna pulse it to 20. I'm gonna pulse it to colors as well. Well, in that case, I guess I'll keep it. I'll also make it curve a little bit because I mean, I'm addicted to gradients basically. How's this look? Not bad actually. That was a fire pulse. Not gonna lie. Yeah, from here after this pulse, I'm gonna have it tone itself down a little bit. It's like it'll fade in like 5 seconds to like 0.7. Sure, 0.7. Still a little intense, but that's fine. I could do something great, like out of this world. I could do like a purple and then like a yellow orange pulse. That might look just insane enough to work. Dude, that pulse pattern is out of this gaming. That's right, it's out of this gaming. Get out of your gaming. I'm not a gamer anymore. So far, the blending pulses are actually pretty solid. Definitely gonna tone it down a little bit though, because it is kind of intense. I'll take it to like 60, because I do like the intensity of it. Hello, real quick, I forgot I wanted to change the fade times on these, because that honestly, changing the fade times might be one of those things that just makes it look good. if I'm lucky enough, you know. Somehow it looks worse. It definitely brings the intensity, I'll put it that way. Yeah, and actually the pulse manages to mask the background moving on perfectly, so that's kind of cool. Honestly, I could also just like kind of alternate between shorter, like I could go 0.5 and 0.3. I think that would actually look kind of sick, so there we go. This might, you know, I don't know why I said there I go. I don't know why I said that. I have absolutely no freaking clue why I just said there we go, as if it looked better now. I didn't. I like that variation, you know? Yeah, not bad! It's enough variation so that it won't look like it's just completely blinding 24/7. It actually looks like it's pulsing. Also, I just realized I had the kind of gimmicky idea of making all of the jump indicators point down to, you know... Guess why? Alright, tell you what, since I was just talking a couple seconds ago about flipping jump indicators, let's do some of that. For portal deco, I think that's great. For orb deco, currently I just have this going, which I think looks kind of cool. Kind of unique. But it should be fine. Also, I will add some environmental glow. My secret technique. Like here, I'd use the orb deco because it matters less that it's a transition and more that it's an orb. You know? If that makes any sense. Definitely getting better the more and more I tweak things and change things and the like. Also, this rainbow block I'm actually vibing with. I did something really similar in Megastar, which I do not care that I did something similar in Megastar. Like, that's not going to make me not do it here also. Actually, you know what I could have? And I'm going to make it say down, down, down. If this works, and then looks good too, I'm popping off to the moon and back. I'm going to be so gosh dang excited and happy. Because it just says down, down, down for the whole drop, and he just says it with different intonations. So, for a second I was thinking about doing it a different way where I made it pulse, but then it would be blending and it would be complicated and I don't want to deal with it. So, alright, well, first off, look at this. I absolutely love it. I think that's really unique. I think that's super cool. I'm very proud of it. Let me see how it looks in Save and Play. And if it looks good in Save and Play, then I'm going to hit y'all with a montage. And I'm just going to spray this around the part and add the down toggles. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of cool. Okay, so with that being the case, montage of me spreading this around, go. Hopefully it'll look really good in the end. Alright, I got them all done. Since the main aspect of it was just getting the down timings right, here's that. Obviously, I only did it for the parts that I'm making today, but still, orb decoration, simple and as complex as that. This is shaping up to be alright. Honestly, I never thought it would be very good, but I'll take alright, you know, I think alright's pretty. Alright. Yeah, and then I'll do jump indicators for the few parts that need them, because it's pretty floaty of a part. Those orbs look sick. Something's wrong with that one. I don't know what went down, but yeah, they look good. I really wish I could just like this part. I don't hate it. Something just feels off as heck about it though. I'm gonna do something I didn't think I was gonna do, but I think it might be enough to kind of make it a little more interesting. So what this is gonna be is going to be 20 on 0.8. Yeah, but it is just, it's barely noticeable, but it is noticeable. So, I'm going to keep that there. It should provide just a little bit of chill to the level, perhaps. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Not bad at all. What's it called? Select half of every other one of these, right? And make it pulse group 201, which is our side hustle. No, it's our side gradient. I just forgot to make it pulse. Clearly got the wrong group. Since I have absolutely no freaking clue why that's happening, I can make a new group for this one. This will be 206. And made it 206? Will that work now? Apparently not. So, that is really confusing. I have absolutely no idea why that would be taking place. Just absolutely none. I have absolutely no idea why that's not pulsing. None. I have zero ideas. It's not that bad. I just have to individually do all this to 206. So, Might be the biggest idiot ever born. I'm not even copying over the right triggers. I was posting the ones that post the flippin' the insides of the blocks. Oh my lord. I'm guessing it just works perfectly now, right? Like, yeah. I'm such a moron. We're getting there. We are flippin' getting there with this level, that's for sure. Air deco, saws, jump indicators. Those are basically the... Oh, and also stars in the background. But that shouldn't be too hard. Bruh. Yeah, so let's do jump indicators real quick. It's gonna be super simple. It's literally just gonna be arrows. Kind of refreshing almost to just have 16 after the absolute mind barrage of colors that I'm looking at on my screen. Like, my mind's been computing colors for like 4 hours straight. Oh my lord! The one thing I am gonna do is I'm just gonna have them all face down. I know it sounds kind of like cliche and stupid, but I think it's kind of neat. Yeah, those jump indicators are actually nice. I really like them. Simple, effective, to the point. Also, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, let me do spikes. It's gonna be kind of tedious. There we go. So, I mean, I do like them. You know, I can remove the beta text now considering I've done all that. You know, I'll keep it up here. Who cares? I'll keep it up here as a Easter egg. Call it an Easter egg. Boom. What if I just tone down all of the glow? I know that's like the boldest decision I could possibly make in the entire level. I put all of the glow on layer 5. Literally all of it. On 0.75. I'm wondering how that would look. I'm gonna save. Yeah, that looks leagues better. It looked... Yeah, okay, yeah, I like that a lot. I really, really like that a lot. It's going good. I still don't think this part is as good as the previous part was. That's fine, you know. I'd go insane if I were comparing everything I've ever made to itself over and over again all day and night, you know. So I'm not too worried about it. These are the cool stars with the animation of twinkling. So I'm just gonna copy these around and put them around the part. Guess this is the montage episode anyway. So montage of me putting the stars around the part. Go. Alright, I just put most of the stars throughout the part. They look pretty nice, I think. They're mostly noticeable. I'll play through it in save and play mode right now, but the gist of it is they look alright, I think. Also, I'm going to make the rainbow boxes that say down. I'm going to make those, what's it called? I'm going to make those float. Straight up swaglicious. Swag-lick. Yeah, they look a lot better floating. I'm glad I did that. But what I do know is this is basically what the final part's going to look like, because the series starts in 2 days. I'm recording this on the Friday before the first episode goes up. So, yeah, it's not like I exactly really have a choice in whether or not I can redo this part. In all honesty, doing the spikes won't be too egregious. It's just going to take a long time. So, filling in the spikes montage. Go. Oh my lord. Alright, those are the spikes done. They look good. I mean, it's spikes. It's nothing spectacular. It's just, they looked like anything but this. They would look out of place. So what can you really do, you know? You know what I could do? Since I'm lazy as frick, and I couldn't care less at all, I'm just going to do the yellow saw design that I've done in like every level ever. May or may not have been recording for 3.5 hours so far. This video, I'm a little tired, you might even say. A little booshed, perhaps. Nice, look at that. That is a nice and deliciously simple saw design. That's what I needed. Like, everything, every aspect here took me upwards of 10 minutes to produce. Which, you know, take that as you will. Also, I don't think I'm going to have stars in this part. I think it's fine without them, honestly. Certainly climactic. I'll give myself that. And after that, honestly, I'm good. You know, like, I'm good. It's fine. We're good. That's enough slices. Yeah, I'll add some arrows, because arrows are good. For the arrows, I mean, it's just to fill up space. Literally just to fill up space. I will add some decoration on them, though. Yeah, I don't like it, actually. I don't know what the frick I was thinking. I've seen it used well before. I do not think I would use it well. I'll put it that way. What I can do real quick is just move the stars around, because they honestly look kind of whack in a lot of spots. Like right there, and then right here, they also look really bizarre. And then just, you know, typical arrows. Like, this is just how you do arrows, you know. Oh, I do want to make them face down, though, because funny, quirky. I won't have them all down. I'll just have them... I'll just have them in places where you go down. Where you throw down. And I don't even know what the frick I'm going to do for these blocks. They're a little bizarre to begin with. I'm just going to do my thing. That's right, Duma. What's Duma, you ask? Do my thing. Lamau. Got him. Yeah, that's plus 50. So minus 30 would look really good in this. Yeah, that looks nice. You know what I think this time calls for? The last sip of my Sprite cranberry. Let's do it. It's pretty gosh dang good. It's a little flat and warm, but I'll manifest LeBron James to help me finish the part. Quick fix on this structure. You can see it from the sky earlier, so just gonna make it visible throughout. Also, I realized this moves up too much, so I'm gonna have to edit that movement as well. That is perfect. That is literally flawless. I cannot believe I managed to get the right values for that first try. I'm just gonna, real quick, to make the level more readable, I'm gonna, what's it called, put the orbs above the portals, like on T2. Just makes the level overall more readable, so you're not like struggling to figure out which orb is in which portal. Like here, you would never know to, you wouldn't really know to hold if you couldn't see it, right? So that makes it a little bit more readable, hopefully. Nice. I wish I was as happy with this part as I was happy with the previous part, honestly. But you can't have everything, and in general, I think this part is still fine. So we live with it, honestly. Oh, I guess I can do saws real quick. Flippin', the video's almost done. Saw montage go.
Just enjoy the spice, let them feel so free. Give in to temptation.
Alright, I got all the saws done. I really don't need to replay the entire part to show y'all. I replaced the core with you know what I freaking replaced it with. I mean, look, what do you think I replaced it with? Real quick, I'm thinking I'm going to change the way these things pulse. 1.5. They pulse to 1.5. I'm going to make them pulse to like 1.3 to tone it down a little bit, because I think that might help the part look a little less messy. Yeah, I think that's, I like it a lot subtler. So let me see. Imagine if the part just looks amazing. That would be the best. Part just looked good now. You know what? Yeah, I'd much prefer it subtle. I'm very happy with that. We're basically done with the part. The only thing I'm going to add is movements of the structures on top and bottom to move like half a block down during the like those parts. The parts where the rainbow swoosh up. So adding things to group and making the move montage go. Alright, I think I got it all right. It took me a while to select all the top and bottom blocks, and a little bit longer to get the easings right. However, I think this should be good. Let's see it. Already for seeing that I forgot blocks. Sorry, otherwise I actually think it looks pretty good. Now it's actually done. I believe that is the part done. Gosh dang. Yeah, I mean, I do like it, you know? After a while, you know? It's been a minute, but this part is finally done, I think. The first half of the drop, anyway. Obviously, second or tomorrow will be this part onwards, which isn't too bad, you know. It's just basically continuing what I did here and then finishing out this part. So yeah. But since it is the end, here's the full finished part without my commentary. Enjoy.
Slowing down,
Pretty insane. But with that being finally over, thank you for watching episode 6 of Slowing Down Build 8 Days. tune in same time tomorrow to see episode 7, where we literally finish the entire level, and then obviously episode 8, where we polish it and release it. So, well, I mean, how else can I really end an episode of this caliber? With that being said, see